Yes, good evening, good evening, good evening. We are up. We are up. We're a little late, but you're gonna see why in a second. I was late because, like I said, man, you're dealing with greatness when you're dealing with the source. And like I said, I do a lot. We're gonna get to why I was late in a second, but we got a fire show today. Fire, fire. Shout out to my guys last night. Rob the reporter, aka the smoke session. Him and T, my guy T, original JAK Talk Podcast member. We did a hell of a show last night. Podcast NBA Finals throughout the whole first half. We was just chopping it up about real life and real life stuff. But we're gonna get to some stuff today, man. We're gonna get to some stuff. Let me just check how the feed is sounding. Check how the feed is sounding. Because I am going to really cook. Really give y'all some sauce, man. Like only I can. Check how the feed is sounding. Yeah, we sounding good. Okay, let me just edit the privacy. Okay. Edit the privacy and get to what I'm doing. Share this in a couple of groups. Whether y'all receive it or not, it's on y'all, man. Like I said, I'm already 15 paces ahead of what's going on. As you can see, I'm opening the door for my other guys to jump into this media thing because God is elevating me to bigger and better things. Yes, bigger and better things. That's correct. Let me share this in a couple of groups. I want y'all to catch these nuggets I'm about to drop, man. I'm gonna drop some sauce tonight, man. Drop some sauce. I'm gonna drop some real sauce tonight. No, I gave you the blackberries. That's for the Seymours. Put it down. Stop being greedy. Yes, like you just heard what I just told my daughter. Stop being greedy. We have a new flavor alert with the Seymours. With the Seymours. Let me get to that. Let me get to that. That's what we're gonna get to. Excuse me. Let me get to that, man. Before I even go in on boxing, man, and all that. I'm gonna go in on some life real quick. Before I even indulge in the boxing. Somebody sent me a video earlier. I don't need to say the names of the people that was in it, but he referred to the people in the city as being fake. And it is what it is, but when you're dealing with fake people, I want to say this. Fake people are wicked people. Wicked people, 9 times out of 10, they're with the devil. You can't get into physical confrontations with them. You have to pray and deal with them spiritually. That is the only way to defeat them, to overcome them. Because they're with the devil, man. They're wicked. Like he said, they're fake. That's the type of world we live in today. Fakeness. There's not too many people that's righteous, solid, and tall. So my advice on that whole thing is whenever you're dealing with fake people, just pray. I told my brother Kimon this when I was going through my situation. Don't worry, God is going to handle it. Sure enough, he did. He handled it. Look where we are at today. But let me get to this now, too. I am the brand master. I got to promote my stuff, man. I got to promote my stuff. Before I even get to the boxing, I got to promote my stuff. Oh, my God. This is a new flavor alert. I'm kicking new flavor in your ear. See this Seymour's right here? I'm going to blow it up for y'all so y'all can see it. This is a new flavor alert. New flavor alert right there. That is the fruit punch. Fruit punch gel. Yes, fruit punch gel bounce. Fruit punch gel right there. See this? And I'm gonna show you how it was crafted up. All natural. Has 92 minerals. That is God's medicine right there. Real energy. Nothing but goodness in that. Nothing but life. Nothing but healing. Check the vibe right here. This is nothing but life in this right here. We got the, we call this the fruit punch moss. Pineapple, strawberry, blackberries, mangoes. Over that purple moss, that purple potent moss, man. Let's see what it's hitting for. You know the vibes. Yes, one thing for sure. Yes, one thing for sure, two things for certain. You can never, ever block God's blessings. And when a man is in tune with the Lord and his ancestors and his creators, his creative skills are just beyond imagine. Many lanes. Many lanes. But yeah, let's get to the boxing now, man. Let me switch over to my other page so y'all can follow the source a little bit, man. I seen something today. It really touched me and moved me. So I'm going to definitely start the show off with that. Let's refresh this page so that the new posts are up there. Yes, here it is right here, man. Definitely opening the show with this. This is major right here. This is major. For those of y'all that's underneath a rock that don't know, that is Gary Russell Sr. I'm going to break it down for y'all, give y'all a little insight. His son, currently Gary Russell Jr., is the longest reigning WBC champion. Now, the boxing company Title Boxing seems like they gave them an endorsement deal, and they are shining the light on arguably one of the best boxing coaches in the game. Yes, in the game, man. See, a lot of y'all get caught up on the hoopla, the popularity, and whoever mainstream media is talking about. But like you guys like to say, numbers don't lie. Here is a man. All four of his sons that fought in the amateurs won the nationals, the Golden Gloves, whatever you want to call it, the National Golden Gloves. All four. Two of them went on to become Olympians. One is currently a champion, a world champion, the longest reigning champion. One is currently ranked number 1 in the WBA. He's fighting for the interim title August 14th. And his youngest son, the 2016 Olympian, who just came off a dominant performance, is ranked number 5 in the WBA. And the other son is one of his assistants, currently a top young hitter coach coming up in the game. But I say that to say this. A lot of coaches, and this is no secret to boxing, this is no secret. See, my show, I love what God is doing with me. He's giving me a voice to be raw and just tell the truth. A lot of coaches, many coaches, steal fighters. But you see how I just broke down the source? I want y'all to catch it. This is a man that groomed his sons from the amateurs to the pros to greatness. Now, you see these other coaches, they may get the accolades. I don't need to say no names, but they steal fighters. They're not really grooming these fighters, raising these fighters, turn them into what they are, because it shows. Because a lot of their fighters on their stable be getting knocked off before they even reach that level. And that's just a reflection of who they are as coaches and teachers. See, anybody can jump into a Mercedes-Benz and look good. But can you build that Mercedes-Benz up from the ground up and turn it into a Mercedes-Benz? Hopefully y'all caught that source. Because that's what this legend, he's a living legend, Mr. Gary Russell Sr. has done with not one, not two, not three, but all four of his sons that fought as amateurs and professionals. So shout out to Title. They reposted it. They gave me the thumbs up and all that because I seen that. It just touched me, man. So I definitely want to start the show off with that. You know, that's huge, man, because a lot of times real gems, real pioneers, real teachers, real coaches, real trainers get overlooked for the glamour and glitz if they're not the popular pick. Wow, that rhymed. But hey, what do I know? But yes, as we move on, salute to, like I said, Big G the Root, man. And shout out to Title Boxing for definitely holding that down and giving him his flowers and his accolades, man. Because it's well deserved. Well deserved. But we're going to stick with Gary, right? We're going to stick with Gary. Now we're going to talk about his son. We talked about it a little last night, but last night I didn't get a chance. But I seen today, yes, today, I was able to see what my guys were talking about in regards to this right here. I'll let it play out real quick.
He wants to fight. I want to fight. So let's tell our teams to talk and make the fight. I still have the title 126 defended, and if Gary knows that he wants to fight, I want to fight. So let's tell our teams to talk and make the fight.
Okay. Now we're gonna address that. That was Leo Santa Cruz. Leo Santa Cruz, man. I talked about it a little bit last night with the fellas, but that was Leo Santa Cruz finally getting the kahunas. Yes, the kahunas. I said he's ready to fight Gary Russell. Now we have to see what it develops into. I know Leo I think he is Al Heyman's godson or something. So that's probably an easy fight to set up. He's getting on these platforms saying he wants to fight. I know Gary. Gary's not turning down nothing. If it makes sense, it makes sense, man. But you see how now, after he was knocked out cold and pummeled, now he doesn't care to fight. He's ready to fight Gary Russell. But before that could have been a major fight. That could have been a unification fight at 126. You know, but hey, sometimes a good knocking out will humble you. Now you're ready, you're hungry. You want to fight. Hopefully that happens. Hopefully Al Heyman and then make that happen, man. That's an easy fight to make happen. They're both on that side of the street. We'll have to see what unfolds with that, but it's just good to see Leo, you know, turn it up like that. Finally willing to fight Gary, man. I gotta respect that. Definitely gotta respect that. I like that. I like that a lot. Yeah, now the boxing voice, they was cooking. But shout out to my guy, man. Me and him, we communicate a lot, man. Pops Ennis, man. Boz Ennis, Boozy. He sent me something. It's alleged that it could be Jamal James for his son Boots. But I didn't like the interview that I watched with Jamal James said, and that's what now you see what I'm about to tie it into this right here. I'm about to tie it into this. Check my source, man. I'll do this, man. I love coming on here, just, you know, putting my stuff together and dropping it. Fighters using the business of boxing to avoid tough fights. Now, the boxing voice had Jamal James on. He's 27-1. I think he said he's currently the WBA regular because they elevated Ugas to Super. And he's currently the regular. They asked him about a potential fight with him and Boots Ennis. The business of boxing is allowing fighters to duck. I gotta say it, duck, man. Hide and use that as an excuse why they don't have to fight an up and coming fighter, a dangerous fighter. Instead of him, that's why I say a lot of these fighters, man, no disrespect to them, they're not the goods, man. And it shows because I come from an era, whether it was in the streets, it was in the gym, it was in life. If you know you are who you are and you get called out, you're coming out. You feel me? If that makes any sense. But now it's so much, like Lord of the Rings would say, tucking and hiding. And they hide behind the business of boxing. They use that. The number one excuse to not fight a guy like Boots Ennis is the fight doesn't make sense. You know? High risk, low reward. You see these guys, they like to fight. Like he said, he wants to fight a Keith Thurman, Sean Porter, maybe the winner of Earl Spence, Manny Pacquiao, before he fights Boots Ennis. Because, see, he's not confident. I'm going to say it. He's not confident he could beat Boots Ennis. And he feels that if he loses to Boots Ennis, there goes his opportunity and maybe potentially cashing out, getting one of those fights. And now it takes us back to what I just said, man. The business of boxing is ruining boxing because guys feel the need to not take tough fights in order to not lose so they could get a good payday. But it shouldn't be that way. It shouldn't be that way. At the end of the day, this is professional prize fighting. And I'm going to reference this guy right here. He has 13, 14 something losses and just knocked out a young stud. So you should never judge fighters off of losses. That's what's ruining boxing. If that makes any sense. Hopefully y'all catching this sauce tonight. But yeah, definitely check out that article that interview that the Boxing Voice did with Jamal James. He was on a podcast. And he was, the business of boxing is disgusting, man. It's ruining it, man. And that's why YouTubers, guys like that are able to come on the scene and make the type of money they are. Shout out to World Combat Sports for clearing that up. Gervonta Davis cleared over $5 million in that fight. His purse was $1 million, but then he got $4 million and access of $4 million plus on the back end, which is decent. It would have been even better if he could have got a $4 million purse and then made that $4 million on the back end. That would have almost brought him close to a $10 million payday. And that's a decent pay-per-view. But hey, to each his own, man. $5 million for pay-per-view, if that's the going rate nowadays, it's a saying like Floyd Mayweather used to say this: I can't tell you what you're worth. But hey, what do I know? As we move on, let's get to this article over here. Yes, these are the sizzles. You see, I use my sneaker brand. I'm probably gonna post the box tonight too. But yeah, I want to go to the boxing scene real quick. They had an interesting article that I want to put the people on to, the readers, the ones that read. A lot of people just don't read, man. A lot of people don't read nowadays, man. They get on here and watch the bloggers, and the bloggers is like, see, one thing about the bloggers are in it for the money, yo. In it for the money. They are in it for the money. They are in it for the money. So they'll tell you anything. just to you know, get a clickbait. That's what they call it, clickbait. Clickbait, I believe that's what they call it, right? Cause that's how like, you know, it's sad, but to each his own. To each his own. That's why I could care less, because I generate income all across the board in many different ways. That's why I could care less if I make money off of YouTube or not. You know, there's so many other ways to make real money in the world, and I show y'all that. I come on my platform and I promote all my products, all my stuff that I actually move and sell in real life. You know, in real life. That's why sometimes when you see I come on here, I be like, yo, I don't really have as much time to, you know, be on here for 2 hours and do all that, because, you know, in 2 hours, you know what I could do? I'll be in the gym. I do a lot of other stuff. But yeah, as we move on, you see the numbers. He did 288 peak, 261 average. Granted, he had the Tank Davis card, main event card, leading up to his fight, opening up his fight, the replay. But that's all right for him, man. That was his. I think this is his. Is this his second time main eventing over there? Might be his second time. It might be his second time, but that's all right. They could build off of that, man. 288, man. But I just want to say this, right? When Josh Taylor and Jose Ramirez, granted it was on what you call free cable, basic cable, but yeah, they did over 1 million on ESPN. They did over 1 million, you know. But granted, it was on, like, a lot of people don't have Showtime, you know. A lot of people can't afford cable. Showtime is cable, but so is ESPN, because you got to have some type of cable plan. But I guess Showtime is considered like a premium channel, a premium package channel. Some people just have basic cable. But yeah, those are decent numbers for Chris Colbert, man. Hopefully they build off of that, because he has a lot of personality, you know, and that's what sells nowadays. It's not so much about your skills anymore. It's about what they can market you as, what they can present you as, and what they could just, you know, do. Like, that's why I just said, you see the title was The Business of Boxing. You know, it's a business. It's always been a business, but more so than ever now. Because it's like they don't even care no more. They don't even care. They don't have to. It's like, I'm telling you. That's why I be stressing that to the fans. Boycott South. Because they don't even care about the fans no more. The writing is all over the wall. Because the fans are so zombies. Like, you guys are in the Matrix. You took the wrong pill. You never woke up. So they have this set up to where all they have to do is get certain media, certain internet media to spin stories, push narratives, and the fans will always be delusional. The fans will always be not on point, and the fans will always be willing to drink watered down Kool-Aid. That's why I am a problem in this game, because my voice is pure. I like what I do. I'm independent. And I say that to say this, because you see how Chris Colbert did nothing wrong. I talked about this last week, man. He did nothing wrong when he spoke about his opinion on who he thought should win the fight and who's going to win the fight. But certain dudes are so, I gotta say it, they're wicked. They're wicked at the end of the day. And it is what it is. Like, that's why I say all that black brotherhood shit is fake. is so fake and phony because there is no real black brotherhood. Because it shows like whenever somebody speaks up against a so-called black brotherhood. 1 second. Hello? Yes, I'm sorry I had to mute the mic, but let me get back to what I was saying about this whole like uh black, like black guys gotta stick together, look out for one another. That's a bunch of BS. Because the same brothers, right, when he talked about and made his opinion, they was the ones that applied the pressure, got the pressure applied to mute him. It is what it is. Like, it is what it is, man. That's what they do. That's what they do over there. That's why like when I see that, it turns me away from them, man. It just turns me away from them, man. And I just have to pray. I have to pray because it really bothers me because they play on that, and there's so many people that's gullible. There's so many people that's gullible that they just feed into that. They feed into that, facts. They feed into that. So when they talk that, like, that's why no knock, but I don't really rock with the that other, how they move, because they use that and they get all these dudes gassed up. But at the end of the day, there is no solidarity. I'm gonna say that there is no solidarity, and I can speak of personal experiences dealing with certain people. I don't need to say name. People know my story. I got a book that's gonna drop in a second too, and I'm airing everything out. So that's why I really don't speak on it, because you know the saying, game is to be sold, not told. I come on here and tell a little bit of gems and drop jewels, but my book will be out and I will be moving that. But I break down a lot. So all that solidarity with the brothers sticking together is BS, because the same brothers be the ones trying to backdoor you, snake you, stop you from growing. But you see how I give it up, man. God has blessed me. So what do I do in return? I'm blessing others. I'm blessing others. I'm opening the door for media, for guys, because I know how they tried to do me when they thought that's what I was going to become, media. But now I'm like something like a super agent in the game right now. For real, man. But they tried to really slam the door on me as a media dude. They tried to really slam the door on me as a media dude, thinking that was going to block my shine. And you see what God did? I have sneakers. I have CMOS. I get fighters signed. Name another media dude that's doing that. Pay attention to what God is doing for me right now. Pay attention to how he is really blessing me and crushing every narrative that they ever tried to portray me as or paint a picture of me as. You know why that's possible? You know why that's happening? That's God. Because throughout my whole journey with this, I've been nothing but pure and righteous. So when I say miss me with that black solidarity talk, because the ones that knocked me and try to condemn me and knock my name and backdoor me were brothers, were black people. Yes. Hopefully that's making sense to y'all tonight. That's why I said people will hide behind the business of boxing. Catch this sauce tonight, man. This sauce was extra spicy, man. But like I said, man, the kid gave his opinion. That's what's so sad about this whole thing with boxing. You can't even give your opinion, especially if you go against the cult leaders, the idol worshipers, the ones that are looked upon as gods. And it's no need. I don't have to say the fighters' names that they praise like they're gods. But at the end of the day, you know what happens to idol worshippers? They fall. Because there's only one true living. There's only one true God. So for all y'all out here cult followers, for all y'all cult followers, nah, bro. Man, that dude's not solid, man. Son is not solid, man. He's an agent too, bro. Them dudes are agents, man. They watch real niggas. Yeah, part of my language, man. But they watch solid dudes and they try to steal your moves. They try to steal your aura. And they try I'm telling you, this whole media shit, I've been in this shit for almost 10 years now. This is we're in 2021. I've been doing my thing since 2012 with this. Since 2012, hard. A lot of these dudes are CB4, MC Gustos. They watch a real Gusto, and then they try to go to their platform, like I was saying earlier, because they have numbers and they have followers and subscribers, and they try to run with your aura. They try to run with your energy. In all actuality, they're nothing like that. That's neither here nor there, man. That's why, like I said, man, you show me, like, I can't wait till shit really starts picking up. It's been picking up, but like I said, I'm walking with God's path. Everything happens on his time. But you show me another dude. You show me another media member. It's dudes out there with hundreds and hundreds of thousands of subscribers. Matter of fact, I'm going to throw his name out there. Ellie Setback is looked upon as a media giant in the game. Has he ever got a fighter sign? Hell no. Hell no. Oh, yeah, see, you know what I'm saying? He sold his soul. You know what his angle is? He just gets access to be in all kind of camps and get footage. He sold his soul for that. Yeah, I said it. Yeah, I said it, yo. He sold his soul for that. He said he had no problem with MTK Global and they blackballed his ass. Cause of course they blackballed him. He's a biased media personality or blog, whatever you want to call it. These dudes are biased, bro. Like, they're biased. They're pro PBC. They claim that they're boxing fans and fans of the sport, but they're not. They're pro PBC. They're pro PBC. They're all Al Heyman guys. It is what it is, man. They're pro PBC, man. And when you speak against the PBC or you call them out on some shit like, I don't know, that's kind of iffy. That's when you get blackballed. I'm gonna tell you one thing. Listen, I talk down on Eddie Hearn. I talk down on Bob Arum. I talk down on Al Heyman. I talk down on all of them. The only one that ever tried to blackball me is the brother. I still listen. If I wanted to today, right now, go to fights and cover fights for Matchroom, I still get credentials. Same thing with Top Rank. You already know the vibes with Top Rank. But the so-called brothers are the ones that tried to disrespect my name, disrespect my daughter's brand, disrespect everything I'm growing for my generation, for my generational wealth, for my legacy. That's true stories, but it's all in my book, and I've been exposing them. That's why they know this fire is real, and they know I'm marching like Moses. And you see the Red Sea is parting for me, and now you know why it's parting, because I've been righteous my whole life. I never did nothing wrong. That's why I love this right here, because now I have a true voice, and my voice is spreading all across the world. You think it's a coincidence that I was able to secure a sneaker contract? Do you think that's a coincidence? An Italian custom sneaker being made, handmade by order? No, it's not. That's all God, and that's all my aura of being righteous and honorable, and always standing tall, never folding. Never folding. Now, Fanon is a lawyer, dude. You gotta do your research on him. Fanon is not no he's not no Black Panther. He's not no militant fight the power, Chuck D, none of that, man. Dude is a corporate dude, man, for real, man. For real. They get on here and they do all that and they get brothers like you riled up because you down for the cause. But man, if you was to see that dude in real life, yo, and act like, yo, Fanon, whoop. Your head turn into the whitest white man. Head turn into how my man said in Strictly Business. Yo, Wayman, you whiter than the whitest white man. Facts. That's the truth, man. I'm telling you, I've been around this shit, man. That's why I'm like, I'm so done with it. I've been done with it, but I just come on here just to do, because I know I shake shit up with this. I shake shit up. It's like last night. I shook shit up so much. That's why I jumped back on. That's why I jumped back on, yo. That's why I jumped right back on and did another, damn near 2 hours. Because my phone was ringing off the hook. My phone was ringing off the hook for all the stuff that I was exposing. I'm telling you, people will hide behind the business of boxing, but it's coming to a era and a stage now they can't hide no more. Because if they do not get it together, the YouTubers, the celebrities will be running boxing. It is what it is. MMA already is on their heels, on their neck. But now the celebrities, I'm telling you, reality TV boxing, celebrity boxing, YouTube boxing will be bigger than actual boxing if they don't get it together. And you hand it here first. Somebody got to fight me. Pardon me. I got smack on this arm. Man, them dudes, man. That's the cult. That's a cult, man. That's a cult. That's what they do. They try to apply pressure. They try to apply the pressure. That's the cult. That's the number one reason why they be saying my views don't do. Because I'm not down with that shit. I'm not down with that shit. Them niggas is weak to me. All of them. That's a fact, man. I've been around them covering fights. And they couldn't swim. They couldn't swim in my presence, man. They could not swim in my presence. They would see me snatch up guys like Keith Thurman, just everybody, Tevin Farmer, fighters, all in front of them with no credentials on. And dudes would be all fucking with me. Tony Harrison. Well, this goes on, man. They couldn't swim because a lot of those dudes that you just named, that you said, they get alley-oops. You know what an alley-oop is? That's an assist. That's something that Chris Paul was hitting my man with last night. It's easy to dunk the ball like that. But when you got to come through the lane and cross something up and then go over the top, it's a little harder. But when you finish, it's way more spectacular. You know the vibe. This is the source. You're rocking out the realest, purest, hottest in the game. Sizzle, Shanewz, man. They know my body. Like I said, man, shout out to my man Pop Ennis, man. Sent me that hard video, man. Jamal James, man. People got to start holding these fighters accountable. Stop letting them try to hide behind the business of boxing. Man. Because that's what he's doing right now. He doesn't want to fight Boots Ennis. It's like, damn, dog, but who are you not to fight him? You can't, like, that's what I said, man. Boycott South. We gotta start holding these fighters accountable, man. Stop letting them do. That's a fact, Rob. Shout out to my man. See, I kicked in the door for him. He's gonna be holding down the media game in a hot second, man. Tap in with him, smoke session. Tap in with him. He's gonna be holding down the media game hard in a second. Hard. Because unlike the rest of you, Judas are the black messiahs, I take care of my brothers before I take care of others. See, I kick in the door. Word, I kick in the door with the 4-4, waving the 4-4. Tell niggas hit the DECK. Yeah, hit the deck. Before we get the blasting. How Tupac said, "We are hungry, please let us in. We are hungry, please let us in." That's what I was saying in 2012. That's what I was saying in 2012. We are hungry, please let us in. Fast forward, it's 2021. Now I'm with Uncle Jay and I got Jihad. I'm kicking in the door, coming and blasting. Ain't none of y'all niggas lasting. You know the vibes. Word up, man. But yeah, I got a whole squad with me now. Definitely tapping with Rob the reporter. That's what we are calling him. Shout out to Nam Nitty. The Smoke Session is his podcast. He will be covering fights, doing his thing. That's right, man. Boycott South Pizza, man. Told you, man, I'm on my bugging out, man. Oh, you a troublemaker. Nah, I'm having fun, man. I'm having fun, man. This is just like fun to me now, man. You know, I went through the ringer with them all, man. And unlike my man, they took my man Correy out, man. But see, Correy wasn't strong mentally or spiritually, so they was able to beat him down, and they are still beating him down. That's why you see he still makes videos about boy, still like, man, move on. You know how I'm gonna tell you. You know how you kill a narrative. You know how you kill lies, defamation of character. You stay on your path, and then you come back like how I did on him. You come back riding the car with James Prince. You come back getting a fight assigned with James Prince. You come back with your name all on ESPN. You come back all in Vegas, doing it major, like damn. And then they sit back like damn. How? God, that's how. That's the vision. You can never block God's blessings, man. Always remember that, man. What God has for you, it's always going to be for you. It's edged in stone. It is edged in stone, man. Yes, it is edged in stone. But yeah, Chris Colbert, 288 is not bad. They could build off of that for him. Let me get to this other article, man. You see, man, I went in so long, man. Rob, the reporter, gets on here and he gets me started. But let me get to something else that I wanted to highlight, man. They probably took it down. Manny Pacquiao took his first VADA test the other day. The article was up here. I don't see it right now. The article was up here. I'm going to just post this right here. Malik Scott says he expects Deontay Wilder to stop Tyson Fury in 5 rounds. I watched that last fight, man. Again, right? In the 3rd round, that's when Fury landed that shot and busted his eardrum. That's when his legs got kind of wobbly, yo. We watched that fight again. And another thing that stuck out to me, Fury ate that right hand a couple times, and he stood up to it. He ate it in the first. He ate it in the second a couple times. And he ate it in the third, and then he delivered his own bomb. He landed a perfect punch. That punch busted out Deontay's eardrum. That's when his eardrum started leaking. And that's when he lost his legs. Watch that fight, man. And another thing to watch on that fight, too. I was trying to pick up where they said Breland poisoned the water. Breland was giving them bottled water, Dasani. Is that the name of it? That Coca-Cola water company. The blue water bottle. So for them to say he was spiking the water, I was trying to see all that today, man. I was really trying to look for all of that. Because we're getting down to the crunch time. We're getting down to man, he don't look like he needs it though, to be honest, man. Have you been watching his videos? He looks like he already souped up on it, and he's good right now. He's looking young, quick. They had Ellie Setback posted a video where he was shadow boxing. His joints is quicker than Just quick as like it's like he didn't lose a step, man. It's like he didn't lose a step, but I still think he's gonna run into something. Word. Hopefully they working on a good game plan and they're counting something because he's awkward. Like I'm not even gonna get into that because my services cost money now. I'm not even gonna spread no sauce on that because I know how they move over there. They act like they don't fuck with you. They act like they don't listen. Yeah, they'll eavesdrop on this podcast so quick and try to take the couple of gems that I throw out and try to use it. Not no more. Not no more, guys. Word, facts. But hopefully you on your game over there, man. And you catch him with something, man. Because if not, man, that dude is awkward. He comes from weird angles and them shadow boxing videos. And when he was hitting the bag, he did not look like he lost a step. He did not look like he lost a step. Yeah, he did. He already rejuvenated off it months ago. That's why he's looking like how he's looking. I hope so. That's the same thing Keith Thurman said. That's the same thing AB said. You see what he did to both of them. I hope so, man. I hope so. Cause I already gave my I think that was last week. I gave my conspiracy theory. I gave my conspiracy theory, And I see they fighting for the Ring magazine. The Ring magazine. I want to say this, man. He could have fought Terrence Crawford, Terrence Crawford. I don't want to say fighters be shook, but everybody says Bud ain't the good, but nobody wants to fight him, man. Why is that though, man? Like that's why I said, man, we are in the goofy era of boxing. If somebody's not the goods, that's an easy pluck out, man. Manny Pacquiao never wanted to fight him when he was over there. He had the opportunity to fight him before Spence. He didn't want it. He outpriced himself on purpose. He asked for $40 million. I guarantee he's not getting nowhere close to $40 million fight EJ. I guarantee you that, He wanted $40 million though for Terrence Crawford. I guarantee you he's not getting nowhere near $40 million to fight EJ, man. That's why I said, man, smoke and mirrors, man. They just don't want to fight that dude, That's all it is, man. The business of boxing. You see how boxing business allows you to hide when you don't want to fight certain fighters. See how I tied all this in today? The business of boxing allows you to hide. I got to say hide when you don't want to fight certain fighters. And shout out to Floyd Mayweather for keeping it all the way tall and letting you know it, man. We are staying in-house. More power to him. You could do that, man. You could definitely do that. You could definitely stay in-house, man. And that's what they are doing, man. Because they have a machine, like Rob said last night, a smoke and mirror machine, but they have a machine. And they can keep doing that because they have a whole bunch of supporters and fans that are into that type of machine and are supporting that type of machine, so they can continue to do that. But it comes with a double-edged sword. By them always doing that, it opened the door for the YouTubers to come into the game and do what they are doing now, getting mega paychecks, big time purses, pay-per-view cards. The young boy, matter of fact, got a contract with Showtime Boxing. The other brother, the younger brother, he has a contract. Crazy, man. Crazy. He has a contract with Showtime. Showtime gave him a contract. No, thank you. No, thank you. Thank you so much. Be careful. Go throw that in the garbage, please. Tomorrow's garbage. They got to bring the garbage out. cans out.
I love you, Daddy.
I love you too. Yeah, we about to wrap it up. But I just want to, drop the sauce, man, on the business of boxing and how it allows fighters to hide. And they can hide behind the business. And they're going to continue to do that. I wish I had that link. Let me see if I got that link before I get off of here, man. Let me try to get that link off of my phone for the ones that's on here. I want them to see what that's my guy. I told you, man. That is my brother, man. We always build, man. Pop Ennis, man. He sent me some heat, man. And I had the time to watch it. And I was like, wow. I said, don't worry, I got you, Pop. I said, yo, I got you. And I said I was gonna talk on it. And I spoke on that earlier, Rob. I said reality TV. No, don't put that over there. What are you doing? I said reality TV and celebrity boxing is gonna take over actual boxing. I already said it. It's happening. Right before our eyes. Boxing has opened up the door for that. Right before our eyes. Let me get that up here right now. Y'all can click on this link. This is a dope. Like only y'all can. This is a dope. This is a dope. Only y'all can. Interview right here. Yeah, tap in with this right here. For those of y'all can see that comment. Let me throw it up on everything so people can see it before I get off. Because this right here just exposed how weak it is right now. What's going on? How weak this right here just exposed how weak it. Right, let me throw it on the YouTube. Throw it on the tube.
I got YouTube.
And then I will exit out, man. I'm about to go walk my dog, man. Go take her across the street to the school, let her run wild a little bit. You know the vibes, man. Yo, tap into that. Yo, you see my CMOS that I made? I gotta post that on the book, yo. Fruit punch. That's what we calling it, the fruit punch.
How about we call it the
We calling it. I already named it, Marina. It's too late. That's what we calling it, the fruit punch.
How about we call it the
We calling it. I already named it, Marina. It's too late. That's what we calling it, the fruit punch. Fruit punch, man. We calling it. I already named it, Marina. It's too late. That's what we calling fruit punch. The fruit punch. I'm calling the fruit punch. Yes, the fruit punch. What's the name? Definitely click on this right here, though, man. This was yes, the fruit punch. What's the name? An interview that Ness did on his podcast, Fire. But my man exposed himself a lot in it. The homie Jamal James, man, out of Minnesota. He really exposed his hand, man. He exposed his hand big time. But definitely, if you get a chance, tap in with that. I'm going to show y'all this one more time. Man. We are working over here. Like I said, man, I got a lot going on. God is good. He's moving mountains. But yo, listen. Everybody knows I am. What are you doing, Arena? What are you doing? Boom. Here it is right here. You will not get a better a better taste in sea moss than that, man. You will not get a better taste in sea moss than that right there. That right there is God's medicine right there. That is a red, purple gel infused with pineapples, mangoes, blackberries, and strawberries. We call it the Shanewz Sea Moss Fruit Punch Gel. Fire. I'm only going to make that to order. Shout out to my Uncle Platt. He did one, and I seen it. Great minds think alike. I was like, y'all need to get on that. And I crafted up my own. Look at it. All natural. No preservatives.
Pineapple, strawberry, blackberries, mangoes.
No preservatives.
Over that purple moss, that purple potent moss, man. Let's see what it's hitting for. You know the vibes. You got calling this the fruit punch moss. Pineapple, strawberry, blackberries, mangoes. Over that purple moss.
Yeah. That one right there is incredible. For those that you know take sea moss, right? If you know anything, I knew I said it right. I said, yo, I'm gonna do it with the purple because the purple one is so potent. If you're not a sea moss user, you'll be like, nah, the taste. You don't. If I told you, if I didn't tell you that I used the purple red moss in that, you wouldn't even know it. That moss right there is so rich, so delicious with the fruits. The sea moss is filled with energy and life. True stories, man. I'm gonna be giving that to my daughters a lot, because it's gonna get them strong. It's gonna boost their immune system, man. But before I close out, like I said, I want to definitely acknowledge Big Gary, man, one of the true architects of the game, one of the best coaches in the game, man. Numbers don't lie. All his sons were national champions in the amateurs. 2 went on to become Olympians. 1 is the longest reigning world champion fighter. 1 is currently ranked number 1 in the WBA, fighting for the title, interim title, August 14th. The other one is ranked number 5 in the WBA. All of his sons have a combined of 1 loss in the professional ranks. 1 loss, man. And pretty soon, all 3 of them will be world champions, man. So I definitely had to tilt my hat to Uncle Gary, man. Big G, the roots.
Hey, what's going on, people? You already know what's going on.
Shout out to my man.
We already in the
Give you a little comedy.
Give you a little something extra. Yeah, go ahead. Get him right, coach. Get him right. Get him right, coach.
Oh man. Man. And the side just talk. No. Nah. We're about to go walk Daffodil. Yeah. No, you gotta walk your dog. That's your dog. You wanted her.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Yep. But yes, thank y'all for tapping in tonight. Appreciate the love and support. Shout out to Rob, the reporter. Definitely tapping with him. He's about to jump on the smoke session. Definitely tune into that and tap into that. And it's not too late to order your sizzles. This is the first of many to come. And it's not too late to order your sizzles. That is the $30 code. It knocks off instantly $30 at checkout. $30 gets knocked off. Customized Italian leather high-end high tops, custom made. Yes, made to order. With that being said, we're going to close on that. Once again, keep God first. Sky is always the limit. Never put a limitation on what you can and can't do. And always remember to keep him first. You know the vibes. I holla.